The community dinner committee envisioned what they thought it would be as we transitioned from a community dinner that had been held for around 20 years to an event more family friendly that would include all generations, where we could come together for a time of fun, fellowship, games, and of course food. More importantly, free food and a free event for the Winona Lake residents. The Family Festival will continue in the years ahead, maybe not exactly at the same time of the year or the same date, but definitely sometime in the summer as we move ahead. More importantly, the Bill Reneker Memorial Community Service Award will also continue. In addition, we usually at the community dinner gave special awards to home improvement. We don't have those this year, but we probably may continue those in the years ahead. One that we started a couple years ago is the Winona Lake Limitless Park Award, and I'm going to ask Holly Hummitch, the Winona Lake Limitless Park Director, to come forward. Again, this is a new award that we started a couple years ago. Holly.
All right, the Limitless Award is an award we started last year, and that award is honoring a community member who goes above and beyond the limits of the everyday citizen. This year's recipient of the Limitless Award works for the town office in Kalani's here in Winona Lake. He also works at the YMCA and helps at the Wagon Wheel Theater in Warsaw. He and his family have lived in Winona Lake for over 20 years. He has an awesome family, including his mom, his dad, one brother, 2 sisters, and a dog. He loves being around people and watching WWE wrestling. He loves dancing, singing, and his favorite food is hot dogs. He loves to perform and is a member of the Soul Brothers, a dance troupe that is performed in northern Indiana, including at the Fort Wayne Mad Ants basketball games, social functions, and even a wedding in Chicago. This year's recipient of the Winona Lake Limitless Award is Michael Peoples. What's up?
Thank you so much. I don't know to be working at the town hall, and I'll be working 6 years. Thank you.
All right, before we present the Community Service Award, I wanted to talk a little bit about the award. They told me here recently that we have around 350 plates gone. So typically at the community dinner, we were barely breaking 100 in the last few years. So that just goes to show you the kind of participation we already have in our first year. So we're, again, glad you're all here. So a little bit about a community service award that we give every year. It's named after Bill Reneker, and so this is the 2018 Bill Reneker Memorial Community Service Award. Bill Reneker was president of the Winona Lake Town Council when he died in 1993 at the age of 57. He was one of those persons who was always giving back to this community, and the businesses of bettering Winona Lake was a high priority for him. He looked forward to evenings when we would come home from work, driving under the viaduct on Argonne Road and catching a glimpse of the lake in the town. He felt like he was on vacation, even though he really lived here. He loved the Lord and valued the spiritual heritage of our town. After his death, it seemed only fitting that the annual Bill Reneker Community Service Award be presented by the Reneker family and the town of Winona Lake to an individual who had a spirit of giving back and worked toward bettering our community. And now for the 2018 Community Service Award. This year's recipient was born in a small town in western Pennsylvania in 1942. His mother likes to tell him that that was their last name being White. The big Christmas song that she heard through the halls of the hospital that year was White Christmas. The White family had a tradition of traveling to their annual church conference for the Fellowship of Grace Brethren Churches, which was held every summer in Winona Lake, Indiana. So Terry grew to love the town early in his teen years. In 1960, he enrolled as a music major at Grace College, where he met his wife. The two were married in 1965 with a lot of Winona Lake friends participating in Hagerstown, Maryland. The college choir sang and the music professor presided over the wedding. Both graduated in 1964, and Terry spent the next year earning his master's degree at Indiana University. After 1 year of public school teaching, he was invited to join Grace staff as a director of public relations, and also taught until 1977 in the journalism department. During that time, he wrote the self-study which led to the gaining the accreditation for the college. When the journalism position was eliminated due to budget cuts, he moved for 15 years to Minneapolis and then 12 years to Reston, Virginia. But the heart's desire of the couple was always, during those 27 years, to return to Winona Lake. That dream was fulfilled in 2002 when the Brethren Missionary Herald Publishing Company hired him to resurrect their Brethren Communication publication. Terry jumped right back into town involvement after attending the November 2003 town banquet, where Steve Grow gave an enlightening update on all that had transpired to renew the vibrancy of the town during the Whites' time away. Totally enthralled by what he saw Brett Wilcoxon and Dane Miller had done to transform the village, he, along with his project manager Ann Myers, did amazing updating, transformation, and landscaping of the Herald bookstore on Kings Highway. He returned to the church, Winona Lake Grace Brethren Church, where Sharon and he had been members since 1960, and quickly became involved in several areas of service. In 2013, and rumors of it being the 100th anniversary of the founding of the town emerged, he began searching for information as to who was chronicling the town's history. His inquisitive mind won't let it rest, and while there were lots of bits and pieces of the history of the Reneker Museum, Al Disbrow's photographic account, and a few others, he longed for comprehensive history to be completed. His innate writing skills and the love of research kicked in, and his 300-page work, Winona at 100, was ready in time for our 2013 centennial celebration. This book has given him a platform to promote the town on TV and radio stations and at service clubs around the area and throughout the state. It has also morphed into making him a logical, knowledgeable person for the Winona Lake History Museum, where he volunteers 4 days a week promoting wonders of his beloved little town. And by the way, he was up there till about 5 o'clock tonight, and we were able to trick him to get on down here. In researching material for the book, his gregarious nature led him to make friends with many of the locals from all walks of life. And he became involved in Winona-related clubs and organizations such as the Wagon Wheel Board, Symphony of the Lakes, the Town Board, the local Ministerial Association, the Winona Lake Arts Commission, and as a member of the Publicity Committee, he is the face behind the Winona Lake Facebook page. He's back teaching at the college, where he gets his journalism students involved in the life of the town through attending and reporting on town board meetings and writing feature stories of local interest for local publications such as the Times-Union, Lake Living City, and On the Lake. Most recently, he told his wife he was going to a meeting of the Winona Lake Comprehensive Plan Steering Committee. When she asked him why he had joined yet one other committee, he replied, "Because I love this town and want to do what I can to further its influence in the coming generations to preserve and appreciate it." Congratulations to the recipient of the 2018 Bill Reneker Memorial Community Service Award, Dr. Terry White.
What a surprise.
He says, "What a surprise."